I want to welcome on the stage Martin Kokalov and Martin Srebrov. Please, guys, take your seats. Okay. So most businesses have calls, they have emails, chats, and of course some kind of reporting in a general sense what is happening. What many still don't have is a clear view of what those conversations actually mean. For example, where do customers hesitate? Where do sales team lose momentum? And what gets missed in general? Today, we will talk about customer conversations, what they can show you if you start treating them as a source of business information. Joining me are two people with very different but very relevant perspectives. Martin Kokalov is CEO and co-founder of Omnilinx. He comes from telecom engineering, and he has built a business telephony platform bringing phone, email, chats, and messengers all together into one customer communication environment. Today, he works with companies that want to understand what's behind their customer communications. Martin Srebrov is founder and CEO of Sky Holding, a group behind several of Bulgaria's well-known financial and real estate brands, including the real estate agency Home to You. His business is not e-commerce, but if you look closer at how they operate, you will find that they also have lead generation online, high volume calls, and digital customer journeys, right? So it runs closer to the e-commerce world, as you might think. So Martin, let's start with you. Most companies here, they have dashboards. They know how many calls they have missed, the first response time, the handling time, but what is still missing?
Thank you, Vera. Hello to everybody. Very good question. And it doesn't show them what is inside the calls, emails, chats, tickets, and etc. Your dashboard usually shows 200 calls, 150 chats, emails, how many missed calls you have, what is the average handle time, and etc. Probably all of you have such statistics. But what happened in this conversation, probably almost nobody knows. When we run AI analysis or AI insights on their client data, or phone calls, chats, etc., you always find something interesting. And this is the most important one, what you can find inside. And I'll give you one example. You have a sales team taking incoming calls. You have everything. You have in a volume, all of your calls are answered. You have average talk time is nice, nothing alarming you. But when you actually go inside those conversations, you find something. Customer usually asking about the product, about the pricing, comparing features. The salesperson answer in good answers, and it's very nice conversation, but you wait. The salesperson wait. No ask the customer about Do you want to send you an offer? Do you want to take another meeting in your office to discuss in details? Do you want to set up an order, and etc. And the conversation ends politely, and the customer is gone. Why? You have all the information from our side in the CRM or in the ERP and everywhere. You can see that all calls are answered. There is no missed calls. Everything looks fine. The salesperson are fine. Everything is fine. But what you cannot see is the pattern of the whole team, that the customer is ready to go forward and to sign a contract, but no one from your sales team push and go to the end to close the deal. And this is the gap. You have calls, emails, chats, everything. You have volume, but you cannot see the pattern. And sometimes the pattern is you cannot see the trends. You cannot see the performance, the sentiment, the topics, and etc.
Yes, so the gap is in the meaning, not in the data. Martin, to you, before we talk about any AI stuff and the analysis, did visibility into customer conversations was present, and how was that with your business before the analysis we started to make with Home to You?
First of all, thank you for the invitation. When I arrived, I saw on the building that it's an e-commerce conference. So you invited me to the conference. I came. Then I saw e-commerce, and I said, well, I'm a real estate guy. I don't know this is the right place to be. Maybe I mistake in the wrong room. But joke on the side, you mentioned that we have a large portion of our lead generation through the internet.
Yeah.
And that's correct. We have more than 80% of our lead generation coming from the digital sources. And we've been developing our companies for the last 18 years. And 2 years ago, we heard about the AI wave or AI tsunami coming in. And we wanted to participate. We wanted to explore and get advantage of this technology, and started to investigate how we can use the AI capabilities in our business. So we started meeting with consultants, and we did couple of meetings and couple of analysis, and in the end of every meeting and at the end of every offer or conversation, it got to us that it's about data, and they were asking us how our data looks like, how our data is structured. Do we have a clean data? And once we start thinking about it, we realize that the only data that we have actually is the data that our employees put themselves in our CRM.
Yeah.
And is this data reliable enough? I don't know. Actually, I know it's not reliable enough. Is it structured well? No, it's not structured very well. And we came to this realization that if you want to develop anything related to AI, first we need to have enough data, and then we need to have this enough data to be structured well. So Martin said in the beginning of his speech that everybody has a dashboard and something like that. I'm not sure about that, because 2 years ago we did not have any dashboards. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if this is a shame or not, but the 16 years before that, we've been very good at developing our companies without dashboards and without centralized data, without centralized phone services. But we realized that if you want to scale, and here is the tipping point. You can have a small business or efficient business even without AI services, even without centralized phone services, and we had that. We did this, and we had this experience that we had very good results. Understood way more than the 16 years before that. And it's not just an advertising title or something made up just for convincing somebody to use some service. It's the true thing, because what is the motivation of the employee to put detailed, structured, and honest information in one place? If you think about that, some of our business is real estate brokerage. So we have real estate agents, and we want to have the best customer experience in the real estate world. And if you want to be better, the simple way is just to ask our employees when the customer was not very happy with them. Well, it's not natural if you are in their shoes to share when the customer was not very happy with them. Yeah. And sometimes, from time to time, we get calls from customers that are pissed. And if you get these calls, we are way late in order to do something before that, something preventive. And we realized that we need a third-party solution that will honestly say when customer is not very happy, when our price was a little bit high, when the price that we were giving them to sell their apartment for was a little bit low. There are hundreds of cases. Once we implemented the centralized phone service, now then we had the volume, how many calls are doing each of them, and the calls are the blood system of every sales organization. If you are doing sales, maybe 100%, maybe 95% of the times you need to get to the phone. Yes, there are a couple of things that you can sell, and you can just do it digitally through chats and something like that. But if you want to sell something substantial, like real estate, you need to talk to people. And once we had this implemented, first we got to know the actual volume of the calls that our agents are doing, and the correlation with the successes and the loss of their results. And it's basic formula. The more calls they have, the better results they have after that. But if you rely on them to tell you how many calls they have, maybe the number is not going to be very correct. This is the first thing, the volume that we started to realize. The second thing was actually the substance of these conversations, because once we started using the Omnilinx system, we had the opportunity to ask the AI what was the emotion in this call, in this calls, and the AI is a little bit more honest than the real estate agent. I can tell you that. And now we had the opportunity to listen these calls and to understand what actually our customers want and what actually our customers are not very happy with. And in the perspective of 450 employees, it's very, very, very difficult to manage this relationship and this experience without this technology.
Yes. Okay. So you have already the visibility. You see the patterns. Martin, let me ask you, what business client can do with this information?
With the whole AI structure and the structured data and AI and insights, you can find what to fix and where to fix it.
Yeah.
I'll give you an example. You have, for example, incoming support team and use the AI. Almost all of the calls are with negative sentiment, and you just want to. You just sometimes the big mistake is for some businesses is to pick up only one call, to listen some bad experience with the customer, and try to change something immediately. No, this is very, very big mistake. Take your time, listen at least 10, 20, 50 calls, see some pattern, and then try to change something. Because sometimes the problem is not in your people in the call center. Sometimes the problem is, and you have to do some coaching to change some processes, and very often it's outside of your call center team. This is my answer.
Do you make a distinction? How do you act when you see like negative patterns? Do you make distinction between people mistakes and process mistakes?
They may be related. People don't make mistakes when they have enough coaching, without enough education, enough management time. But sometimes, as I can tell you this as an owner of business, sometimes the owner of businesses think that once you teach people how to do their job, they will do it the way you teach them. But this doesn't work this way. That's why it's called continuing education. But you cannot do continuing education without information. Yeah. And the insights that you are getting from the calls. And here is the point. Now we implemented the centralized phone systems even in our administrative staff, not selling employees and not customer service related people, because even between colleagues, people do major mistakes that are affecting negatively our business. And if we know about this, and they don't do it intentionally, they do it because they don't know how to do it on the opposite way. But you don't know.
Yeah.
You need to know in order to give them continuing education, in order to give them continuing coaching, in order to educate them how to do their job better. So sometimes people say, well, recording the calls is like spying on people.
Yeah.
I can tell you this. We have 450 people, and maybe 449 of them want their calls to be analyzed because they want to get improved. You can't improve anything that you can't measure or you can't analyze. And people, it's not a people mistake when they don't know what to do. It's a management mistake. But you can't fix this mistake relying on that people will come to you and tell you what they need.
Yeah.
Who was the person that said, maybe Henry Ford was saying that if I ask the customer what they want, they will say maybe faster horse.
Yes.
It's the same thing with the employees. If you ask the employees what do you need, they will tell you maybe more vacation time and more money. But in order to get more money and in order to get more vacation time, you can get better in you should get better in your job. And how you can get better in your job? Well, with analytics, with feedback, and with continuing education.
Definitely. I agree with you. Speaking about employees, people always assume when you have already the AI and the voice bot that you adopted, there will be fewer jobs. Did you fire somebody from your team?
No,
Did
we
you
are hiring.
decrease?
We are hiring. And we're hiring because of the AI. Actually, before implementing the AI, we were thinking how we can scale our businesses by 100%. And the answer was difficult or impossible, because let's say that to manage 450 people, you need 60 or 70 people in your management team. And these 60 or 70 people in your management team, you can't hire them on jobs, BG. You should develop them as professionals in your company, with your culture, with your processes, and stuff like that. So the question is how you can manage 900 people, which is double. Well, the simple answer is you need to have double more management team. But how you can develop double more management team? It's impossible to do it for a shorter period of time. So now we need to say, okay, maybe we need 18 more years in order to have 60 or 70 more management people, and then we can double our sales force, which is absurd. I mean, in this world that we live in, we want the scale now, but we can have the management team now. So we need to come up with a solution. What are the tools that can empower the management team to manage more people and to be more effective?
Yeah.
And basically, once we have these tools, now we can double our sales force, because we're going to manage them with better efficiency, and we don't need to wait 18 more years to assemble a management team that can manage this amount of people.
Yeah, thank you. And one last question to both of you. Martin, if somebody from the audience wants to start with AI analysis, what to do first? Is there any advice?
Yes, because everybody asks about voice bot and how to fire some people and to replace the people with the voice bot or AI chatbot. My advice is to pick up one of your business processes. Use your most common communication channel. Structure your data. Add AI, and for example, especially for the voice bot. You are ready for the voice bot? If you can answer this call before it happens, from where you get the data, from the CRM, from the ERP, from the courier, and etc. How you start the conversation and how you end the conversation.
Okay, how does that look from your perspective? What do you need to do first?
Where to start? You should start in your head. You should start by thinking about the outside world. I started doing some things in this area once I noticed that the couriers, what is it called? The people that are delivering your packages, courier.
Delivery companies.
Delivery companies. The delivery guy is having a centralized phone system and records his calls. And I was thinking, well, what is the purpose for the delivery guy, which only goal is to just bring my happy delivery order, to record the call? What is the point? What is the point of the company happy to record the calls of the delivery guy? It's something very transactional, very limiting. There is no depth in this process.
Yeah.
They call you, you give them the address, they give you the package, buy, and that's it. What is the point? And the point is that it doesn't matter if either your employees are delivery guys, real estate agents, customer service representatives, administrative people, accountants. They do mistakes, and they don't do these mistakes intentionally. And if you don't know about them, your business is going to be ruined in the coming days. So I did this because of egoistic intentions. Yes, I don't want my business to go away.
Yes.
That's why I started implementing things first from the centralized phone system, and then AI analytics and other stuff. But first, you need to have the data, and the data, in the most cases, is in your phone.
Yes.
So, but observe the world around you and think about it, and you come to the realization that if you want to participate in the tomorrow world, you should have this data.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely agree with
Thank
Martin.
you.
Do not try to do everything at once. Do it step by step.